Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into the reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do weekly pick-a-card readings as well as collective readings, and today I'm doing astrology readings. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for tuning in. You guys roll with it when I change up the channel, and I appreciate you guys sticking by the channel, your continued likes, and your reading orders as well. So if you would like a reading, they are on sale. The $33 4-question video reading is on sale for $20 this weekend. So if anybody is interested in it, there will be a limit. There will be a cap as to how many I can do. So get in on it as soon as you can. The link to order the reading is down below. Preferably order through the email. And also due to some malfunction that a former client is having, somebody not wanting to pay for the reading that they got due to either some sort of confusion, I think that combined with not hearing what they wanted to hear, unfortunately, and also not appreciating having a boundary set, as this is someone that tramples over people's boundaries, and you know that's why their life is the way that it is anyways. I can't accept PayPal readings or PayPal payments rather, unless you check the friends and family box. So just letting you know, if there's no friends and family box to check, then I can't accept it through PayPal. Okay, you can thank an unscrupulous person for their bullshit on that, and that's the reason why. Oops, I did cuss, yeah, and I do that. I'm an adult, so I cuss on my channel sometimes. A better way would be to pay through Venmo or Cash App, or contact me. We could work something out. But yeah. That's that. Anyways, $20 for the $33 reading. That will help out a lot. Keep the channel going. Keep me coming back doing more readings. That being said, we're going to get started. And like I said, this is going to be an astrology reading. So I'm excited about that. Now, I am saving some energy and time to do the Tarot of Sexual Magic reading that I promised my viewers in my last pick-a-card reading that I'm going to upload to Patreon, because it's just a better place to do those now. YouTube's not a fan of that deck, even if the imagery is, you know, it's pretty tasteful. I mean, it's artistically done. It's still nudity, and they're not into it. So the link for that's going to be down below, and I'm going to save some time for myself from this reading, in other words, to do that reading after this. So we're just going to do one card readings, and maybe an oracle card pull, something like that. Any other kind of cards that want to come out, I might be guided to draw another card. But for all 12 signs, we're going to just get down to brass tacks, down to business, and pull the outcome card, which is the kind of the overall message that you're meant to hear, as well as the future outcome and what you're aligning with energetically. So what you're on track to experiencing, right? So we're going to go in order for the astrological, in the astrological order, I guess you could say, and that does start, and here I'm like, okay, and who does that start with again? That starts with Pisces, right? Or does it end? It starts with Aries. Sorry, it starts with Aries, and then it ends with Pisces. So Pisces, my babies, you're going to have to wait to the very end. But like I said, I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, and get through all 12 of you guys and tell you what you need to hear. This is regarding love. This is a love channel. More information on what I do on the channel, if you're new here, is down below in the description box. And so we're going to get started with Aries. Aries. So welcome, Aries. I hope you guys are doing well. If you have someone on your mind, romantically speaking, or if you're dealing with anyone, it helps for you to think about that person and any questions that you have about that connection. I was drawn to use my fancy Art Deco Tarot deck to start the readings off, so that matches up with Aries energy, you know, so that's how you guys come across to me. Like Fergie, isn't she the one that sang that song, I'm So Fancy You Already Know? Yeah, no, that's Gwen Stefani, but Fergie did a different one that I can't think of right now, and I feel kind of flustered and rushed anyway, so I need to calm down. So let me just take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You guys can take one with me. Ready? Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Wonderful. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards. We're going to find out what you can expect, Aries, in the foreseeable future regarding your love life. So what does Aries need to know regarding their love life? What is the outcome that Aries needs to know regarding their love life? This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or even people born in the year of the dragon. Your Western counterpart is Aries. And so if you have strong first house placements or synastry. All right, what do my Aries people need to know? Wow, Aries, 10 of Cups. Look at you go. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. 10 of Cups. Mama, papa, and babies. So that's really awesome. I don't know if you're already married or in a relationship, but this is relationship energy. The 10 of Cups is, my cups runneth over. It's about emotional abundance and fulfillment. So whether you're experiencing that or not, it's coming out for a reason. It's saying that this is what you're going to be experiencing. This is just a very happy card. It's a glorious card. It's just, it can't be overstated. It just means that, wherever it comes out in the spread, it's a glorious card. It's a wonderful card. Whether it's in the past, it's talking about a happy foundation. If it's in the present, same thing. There is something about to happen in the future. Since this is your outcome, more than likely this is coming in. You probably are experiencing some glimpses or signs about this where you can expect it to come in. Like you are on track to experiencing just a really glorious time in your life and in your relationship. And it does involve other people, copacetic situations, in other words, getting along with friends and family, friends who feel like family, your partner, and all of those good things. So it's talking about, pleasure, prosperity, happiness, lasting pleasure, lasting prosperity, lasting happiness. So if your life is not like this at all right now, your life is about to change. And you can feel blessed and good in that. And that's maybe something that you're getting signs about. I think you are looking forward to it, right? Something has been missing in your life. You've been planning for this, though. You have been looking to the future. You have been future oriented, and I can see why, because this is what you're on track to experiencing. So it's a very positive thing to be kind of on the edge of your seat, like, yeah, things are good, they feel pretty good right now, like you can see though that there is more to come, like there's something missing, things aren't quite what they could be yet. You can sense that there's so much more to come and so many more better things to look forward to, and the 10 of Cups is saying that's absolutely true, and that's what you are aligning with. So just roll with the punches of whatever changes you're going through. That's a beautiful skill to have anyway. Everybody needs to know how to roll with the punches in order to thrive. Some of you are having to duck and weave in a relationship a little bit. Maybe there is bumping of heads with someone, or confusion about whose role it is to do what, is what I'm getting. But this is just a kind and gentle nudge from the universe that says that, not only is something going to work out for you, but it's going to work out for you in a really wonderful way. And it's not only going to work out for you, but it's not going to be like a flash in the pan, kind of like a one-time thing. It's not going to be like, some sort of a fluke. It's going to actually be here to stay. So it's a very lucky card for you, Aries. I'm really happy for you guys. I'm seeing this card here, and I was also thinking you're sitting pretty. That's 9 of Cups. So I opened up on the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups to come out in one reading is exceptionally rare. Although, I'm rare, so being born in the year of the dragon, maybe that's part of the reason, why that These rare combinations come up on this channel, but I'm reading for the collective, for the community. And so for many of you, watching this, this message is going to resonate especially well for you. And it's talking about just really beautiful things coming in for you. Fantastic soulmate relationships, marriage, moving in together, reconciliation in some cases as well, family matters, moving forward, things getting unstuck. I'm just getting a lot of different messages since so many different people watch, but I really can't say, like, if there is one or two of you out there that is experiencing, I'm hearing a dark night of the soul or anxiety. This is saying that, with this card here, it's just going to be that. It's going to turn out that your worries were just worries and they're not reality, okay? So, say, for example, you had some sort of bad news or anything like that. That's just the universe clearing out the garbage for you to make way for new prosperity. So there really is no downside to this card whatsoever. You are really, really lucky. So you should really, really look forward to that, Aries, and enjoy that. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button and subscribe. That was an absolute pleasure to read that for you. It's a really bright, hopeful, and positively honest message, and good news all around. And it's a very happy card and a very happy outcome, and you have a lot to look forward to. So we're going to move on now to Taurus. Hello, my Taurus people. So let's see what's in the cards for you guys for the foreseeable future. And believe it or not, I'm being drawn to the Golden Girls deck. So I don't know. The actress Bea Arthur, who played I wanted to say Maud, but she played that role in the 70s. It was a breakthrough role for her, very ahead of its time. But anyway, Bea Arthur of Golden Girls is a Taurus. We've also got some Capricorns watching as well, because you don't have to be. You can be a cross watcher watching for, Taurus, but you're actually a different sign, or you could have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or just be dominant in that way, have it in your chart in some strong way. Okay, some of you are dealing with an air sign dominant male, but don't have to be. Think about your person of interest or your love life in general, and let's see what the message is that wants to come out for you, what you need to know regarding love. Okay. So what is the outcome card for Taurus today? Uh-oh, 7 of Swords. Okay. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could be related to a family situation, live-in situation, marriage, or dealing with somebody that has those sort of things going on in their life. I did mention air sign energy. I believe I did mention that, right? King of Swords energy is what I got. Now we're getting 7 of Swords, so I really feel like you're dealing with that. Aquarius energy for sure. Could be Gemini as well. For some of you, this is representing you. Also, we're getting some Moon and Aquarius energy with that. So those are some hints and ideas about, some clues about, who this is, if it's a person, or what the situation is in general. But one thing for sure, that is for sure with the 7 of Swords, is that there is some sort of cleverness. Cleverness for the win is what I'm getting. So I'm seeing people, kind of being clever in their interactions and their communications and in their thoughts regarding the relationship or the situation. It is a tricky card. It does traditionally mean not so good things like deception and manipulation, but it can't just mean people not being their true selves, right? Putting their best foot forward and wanting to be seen or perceived in a certain light for their own reasons, because maybe they like someone or they just want somebody to look at them in a particular light. This is what's coming through with this. Yeah, especially like in games of chance, like wearing a poker face or something like that. Maybe some of you are gamblers, or you're going to play some sort of a game with somebody, whether literally or figuratively. This card represents trying to turn the tide in your favor, whether this is your person, or whether it's you. And I feel like, you know, honestly, you guys, I feel like you guys are coming across in this energy too, or will be in the future here. You know, the warning with that is always, it's like, yeah, you know, be yourself, because, and say what you want to say, because, and those who matter don't mind, right? Those who matter don't mind like whatever you say and however you are. They're going to like you for who you are, and that's how it should be. And in love, transparency should rule anyway. Honesty and transparency, you know, creates the warmth and the intimacy that's needed to have a good relationship. So yeah, your guides are coming through with some advice for you on that. And yeah, that's the main thing that's coming through. What else is coming through here? And I'm back to what I was saying before. Sometimes it's about putting your best foot forward to a potential partner, or when you're in the early stages, especially if you're just in a new relationship or in a new cycle within a relationship. It's just normal to be that way. If you're trying to win somebody's heart, but be careful, it can also mean, you know, that your person is being that way, or that there's some sort of deception here, and you want to be aware of that. For some, maybe it is even an infidelity, but I don't really feel like that is it. If that is it, then you'll know it, and intuitively this could be a validation for your own intuition. Trust your own intuition on something like that, more than a tarot card reading, right? But it can say that. Pay close attention in that case. So just as long as you are acting with noble and sincere intentions, you'll be good. But also know that, you know, any kind of pretense or act that you might be putting on, or someone might be putting on, because it's going to apply to your, like, whoever you're dealing with as well, that, you know, that can't be kept up forever, nor should it be. Okay, so that people need to know that they can be loved for who they truly are, because the Mr. Perfect or the cool girl act is not going to be able to be sustained forever. That's going to fall off at some point. So it's just time to pay closer attention to your romantic life, to your situation. And there could be some deception in your future. It's not a time to get paranoid, but it's just a time to, like, question yourself a little bit, and, you know, kind of question whoever you're dealing with, not in an aggressive way, obviously, but I'm hearing put sugar in what you say and salt in what you hear. So just have a chat if there's one that needs to have a chat. If there is confusion, or you feel like, you know, there is some sort of deception or potential deception occurring within a relationship with someone, then it's time to have an actual conversation with someone that you know, that you're interacting with, that you're interested in. Have that conversation to clear the air, and just, you know, let honesty rule the day, basically. The best way to do that is to communicate honestly and as openly as possible, and that is the way to handle this energy. This is what we've got for you, Taurus. Hit the like button if it did resonate. I appreciate you. If you'd like a private reading, they are on sale for $20 for a video recorded reading. Check out the description box down below. I'm gonna move on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Thank you for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your person of interest, your love interest, the one that brought you to the reading. We're going to get an outcome card, the big message from Spirit, and what you can expect to happen, what you're on track to experiencing, and whatever other message needs to come out about your love life. I am going to use the Mystic Medleys for you guys. Just feeling drawn to use this deck for you. So we'll see how that works out. It's a good deck. So what's going on for my Geminis, and what do they need to hear? Eight of Pentacles. So that is a sweet little card to come out in a romance reading. I feel like you guys are involved with someone who is taking their time, putting in the work, but focused on, you know, balance and moderation, or these are themes that are coming up that need to be looked at in your relationship or in your connection. And the Eight of Pentacles coming out is a very nice card. Like I've said before, I think I said that recently in a pick a card reading that I've done recently, that the Eight of Pentacles is about, it's a sweetie of a card and one of the more romantic cards in the coin suit, because it is about putting in the work on something. So it can look a little bit boring or like ho-hum, not the most romantic card in the world, right? For a romance reading, it's a guy at a bench hammering on his pentacle, right? It looks like hard work, but you know, this really is about someone having their mind set on the relationship and being loyal and committed to it. So I feel that you guys embody a lot of these traits. And with this card, it's saying too that you got to make sure that whoever you are being committed and dedicated to is also reciprocating that, right? Can't be one-sided. It has to be, you know, a two-way street. Like both people have to be in the same energy. So that's being highlighted. Somebody needs to hear that. So I'm going to say it because I always say the truth on my channel and what I'm getting. But overall, this is a card of loyalty and commitment, and somebody who is very loyal through the tough times, and just, even if it means going to therapy to learn how to be better, to communicate better, they just want to show up for you. It's a good person. This card represents a very devoted, kind-hearted, emotionally intelligent person, and not a flighty person at all. I know Geminis get kind of a bad rap. Sometimes, you know, in the astrology world, they're teased often. One of the things that, you know, they are said to be is kind of like flighty, or, you know, ADHD, or, you know, something along those lines. And I just throw that around, not to, you know, whatever. But, I mean, it's true. This is kind of the energy that is associated with Gemini. But this energy, I feel like a lot of you do embody much of what I've described with this card. And this is the energy of, like, if you don't embody this energy, this is where you're headed. You're going to be dealing with somebody like this, in a relationship like this, or becoming this way yourself, or some combination thereof. So in a world that is just really non-committal and just like focuses on shallow relationships over really true and sincere intentions and desires and devotion, this card is very romantic, because it is the card of you know, strong intentions, sincere intentions, and romantic intentions. And like I said, the only thing that would be bad about this card is if you are giving this kind of care to somebody that doesn't deserve it, who isn't worthy of that. So if that resonates with you, then you might want to ask yourself that question and be honest with yourself. If it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't fit, then you must acquit. That's not your message. It's a general reading, so don't take that message to heart, okay? But if it is, be honest with yourself, take a look at that. But everyone involved in this relationship, and I do feel for some of you, probably most of you, you're in a relationship with somebody and it's pretty deep and it's intimate. I mean, it's not a flighty or Netflix and chill type of relationship. It's not like that. It's more serious than that. And everyone involved does and will get through and stick it out through the hard times. And it is about small gains over time. Or, you know, that's what's going to bring the romantic rewards and increase the bonding and the connection. Small gains over time. Also, because it is so many pentacles, it is talking about financial gain and material comfort. So I think that's looking good. If that was a concern on your mind when you came to the reading, or something that you're dealing with, everybody could use a little extra cash, right? I can see that Eight of Pentacles is a good card to come in for in terms of material success and money. So we're seeing that in the future here as well. So it should make you smile. This reading makes me smile, because I know that this is a positive reading for you, Gemini, and I'm happy to read it for you. So just make sure that, you know, you're not, this card isn't indicating that you're misplacing your loyalty, right? And I feel like for a lot of, like the majority of you, it's not the case. It's just saying that yeah, it's validation or a reflection of the simple fact that everyone involved is willing to put in the work, or will be in the future, and do so happily to increase the bond and the connection, and that there's just a need to understand that you know, little gains over time, little by little, is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's something very good, actually, is what this card is saying. So life will get easier. Gonna get easier here for you, Gemini. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does support the channel and I appreciate it. If you'd like a specific look into your particular situation and a personal reading, go ahead and check out my description box down below. And I'm going to move on to Cancer. Hello, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your love life, your person of interest, and or just whatever you want to know regarding love. And then we're going to get you an outcome card, which is the big message from Spirit and what Spirit wants you to know. It's also an indication of the possibilities ahead, where you're going, where things are going in your love life. Was feeling drawn to use the Golden Universal deck for you guys. This was the first deck that I used on this channel. Still one of my favorite decks. It gets overlooked a lot these days. I feel like somebody needs to know that. I feel like that's happening to someone. So maybe you're overlooking somebody that you used to value more highly, or vice versa, where somebody's feeling that way. So let's see. Just going to go ahead and get these cards like this. Make sure they're okay. All right side up, because we're not doing reversals right now. I haven't done reversals in a while because you know what, guys? Once you learn the cards, there's not really a need for reversals anymore. But when you're first starting out, if you're not overwhelmed, because it's a lot of information to start out with. By the way, anybody wanting to learn the tarot, I found a really fun way to do that. No association, but Kippy's Quest is linked down below. I really like that channel. Subscribe to them. They do a really entertaining yet well-rounded way of teaching the tarot. Anyways, my point is that if you can handle learning the reversals at the beginning of your tarot learning experience and journey, I would recommend that. But then, you know, after that, you don't have to continue to use the reversals anymore because it becomes integrated in your understanding of the card. Okay? I don't know why I'm needing to say that, but there we have it. So, Cancerians, love life. What do they need to know? Wow, the Sun card. Lovely. Are you dealing with a Leo, or do you have strong Leo in your chart? Some of you could be dealing with the fire sign like a Sagittarius. Don't have to be as well. That's coming through or have that strong in your chart. We know that Cancer and Leo are right next door to each other, so maybe, you know, this is all related to you. But either way, the Sun card is the most positive card in the deck, and so it's very exciting to see this in your outcome regarding love. And it's just, it's pleasure, it's a favorable outcome, it's, you know, childlike delight, it's the shiny light of truth. If you were needing clarity, that's why you're at the reading. Maybe for some of you, you're wanting clarity or validation, you're going to get it. Whether from me or just from your life. This is what this card is saying. It's just a very glorious card. It's a happy card, whether it comes out in romance, in an outcome position, or wherever it comes out in the reading. It's always associated as being, you know, a very positive card. The most positive card in the deck. The World's the best card. I fail to see, you know, the big main difference between, you know, the best and the positive. To me, if something's positive, it's the best. So those are, you know, both really good cards. They're comparable. So there really is no downside to this, except that maybe depending on, and I'm really getting this message for if you're dealing with a Leo sun in particular, there could be like a flash of heat and pleasure and then it burns itself out quickly, but that's only if it's not nurtured. And Cancers are very nurturing people. So I feel that you'll be able to help this person out. Somebody in your life is very stressed. It could be you, but I feel like this is a specific message for the group of you within the viewing audience who is dealing with somebody who works too hard, takes on too much. I'm getting that Moon and Sagittarius energy again, but it does also come across as Leo as well. Again, specific energies. I'm just going to say it though because it's what's coming through. Somebody needs to hear it. And I feel like nurturing them is in order, but don't worry too much about them. That's kind of like they can handle their own stuff, is what I'm getting. Some of you are going to be tempted to, if you're not already, be very, very worried over this person's state. And maybe you're going through that right now, but the future is very exciting with this. It could be a new romance, or feeling like it's new again. This card just represents so many different things, so many different people watch. So an amazing first date perhaps, or just knowing and feeling and getting clarity that you really care about each other, you're really crazy about each other. This is a very, because it has that childlike energy to it. So although it's warmth and it's excitement, just this kid is riding bareback on his pony, right, on his horse. So that's a precarious situation. And although this is a snapshot of a perfect moment in time where he's just exuberated and he's feeling the love and he's feeling warm and alive and it's exciting and he's free, what happens after this picture, right? Maybe I should invest in the after tarot. We'll find out. Does he fall off the horse or not? It depends. Is there someone there to catch him? I think that's a great metaphor for the relationship that I'm picking up on here, or in general. So if you are a man watching, this can indicate that you are meeting the one, or you have met the one, especially if it's a man, because I'm getting that with this masculine energy here. Others of you, if you're trying to conceive, or you're thinking about having kids, yeah, I'm seeing that in your future. You're waiting for that to happen. This could be, the big yes, the big validation that will happen. This is an interesting way that this is going for me here. Let's see what else. Anything else? It's just very positive overall. I'm just getting that it is very positive. There are a lot of little warnings that we can implement, and advice that can come through for you guys regarding this card. I mean, even with a positive card, we can still always channel advice. But with this, I am getting that you are entering a period of profound and sustained, peace, plenty, and good health. So it's really beautiful. This is an ideal outcome, whatever that might be for you. Okay, so whatever you are hoping for, and whatever makes your little heart happy, whatever your ideal outcome would be in love, this is saying that is what you're going to get. Okay, that's what I've got for you, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Please hit that like button and subscribe. And if you'd like a private reading, like I said, they're on sale, $20. Check it out down below. And they're normally $33, so $20 now. And we're going to move on to Leo. Hello, Leo. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. So for my Leos, I'm going to use the movie tarot. Go ahead and think about your person of interest if you have one, or whatever question you might have regarding your love life. We're going to get you an outcome card, which is the big message from Spirit, what Spirit wants you to know, and the strongest potential outcome or potential future based on present energies for you. All right, it's kind of a thicker deck. Didn't want to spread all prettily, but that's okay. Didn't need to. Everything happens for a reason. So what is the card I'm being drawn to for Leo? This one. Six of Wands. It makes sense. Okay. Jupiter and Leo, victory. So that's right up your alley. And then we've got at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Good old Brad Pitt representing the Ace of Swords, which is also a card of victory. Victory and truth, clarity, victory, winning. Maybe winning over a Sagittarius or somebody with Sagittarius dominant in their chart. Maybe you have Sagittarius dominant in your chart. But either way, this is about victory. So whatever that means for you, wherever you're at in your love life, because many different people watch, so the scenarios will vary. I feel like for the majority who are watching, you guys are, your world is being rocked. Like there's something happening in your world. It's been disrupted. Maybe not necessarily in a bad way, but honestly, for a lot of you, you know, it isn't great. It feels like some of you have fallen in love. Okay, some of you have fallen in love and met someone who is rocking your world. This could be a water sign or a water dominant. I know in Cancer, in their reading, I got some Leo energy, so maybe, you know, you want to go back and watch Cancer's reading if you're dealing with the Cancer. But what's coming through for you in general here is victory. So that's just it. Victory is mine. There's like very little else that we can say about that really, because it's just you winning, and Leos like to win, right? You're king of the jungle for a reason. This is about winning. So it's okay, maybe you're gonna win at a game of chance, I'm hearing, or winning an argument with that Ace of Swords, winning at taking a test, or using your mind in some way, using your words in some way. But this is definitely a card that speaks of the happiness of achievement. So I mean, on the original tarot, it shows a guy who's riding on his horse, and everybody is celebrating him. He's won the battle. He hasn't won the war. He might be being a little premature. He might be celebrating a little bit much, you know, based on his achievement. But nonetheless, it is a snapshot of somebody who is feeling good. And but I think there is a warning that's inherently associated with this. It's just like maybe things might be a little bit too good to be true. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. This is, though, the flush of triumph that one would get, for example, for getting the guy or getting the girl. Maybe even, and somebody could be feeling this way toward you as well, because energies can be vice versa or interchangeable. It's a general reading. So just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. But bottom line is, somebody could be looking at you as if you are out of their league, or vice versa, in which case you want to make sure that, you know, you're not just wanting to acquire someone for the sake of acquiring them, and vice versa, that, you know, people are, I mean, unless you're cool with that, but this card kind of warns against that, you know. People are people, so why should it be that we get along so awfully? So there's something coming through. That's a song lyric. Can't tell you the name of the artist, but I did say a moment ago that I got some disruption going on, so it could be that, you know, it has been a fight, but you're gonna come out ahead. So that is a good thing. And just know too that there is no one out of your league, and you're not out of anyone's league. I tend to, you know, lean in on the side of the Leo, being like, yeah, you are king of the lion, you know, you're my fellow fire sign, and I see you, you know, I see you. But the truth is, this card is saying that, you know, I feel like one or two of you out there might be feeling like someone is out of your league. A Virgo, perhaps. Virgo, somebody with Virgo. Well, usually Virgos are the ones the other way around, but for some reason I'm getting, some of you might be thinking a Virgo is out of your league or something like that. People are just people. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that lyric again. You're the first one so far I've gotten a song for. People are people, so why should it be that we get along so awfully? People either are fit, they're a good match, their character, their interest, their sexual attraction, their morals, their emotional needs, the way they express themselves, things like that. It either meshes, it either fits, or it doesn't. And, you know, we all just put our pants on one leg at a time, you know, at the end of the day. And so none of us are getting out of this thing alive, right? So just keep that in mind. Somebody needs to hear that. So just be careful about idealizing somebody else or a relationship. Don't be doing that. This is a card of saying that you are going to get what you want. You're going to win. It's a card of accomplishment, but it's also saying, you know, that it's not about deep emotional commitment necessarily. It's a good first step, though. I don't want to take away from the glory of it, you know. It is a good first step, so enjoy it while it's happening, while you're riding on that horse and you've won the battle, you know. Feel good about it. Let that sink in. Why not? That's great. But just know that there's still more work to be done, right? You haven't reached the end of the road. You haven't, you can't rest on your laurels yet. Just know that it's a great first signpost for whatever it is. So if you are, it's a little different if you are in a well-established relationship. It can mean like a victory, as in something that you both have been working toward, whatever that might mean. A new job if somebody's looking for a new job, passing an exam if somebody's trying to do that. It's just about celebrating together, and raising your glasses in celebration for something that pays off, that positively affects both of you guys. That's for those of you in a relationship. Others of you, it's everything else that I said. Enjoy your triumph while it lasts, but just bear those other lessons in mind. This is what I've got for you, Leo. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. $20 for the $33 reading, video recorded, sent to your private email. And I am moving on to Virgo. Hello Virgo, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so some of you are dealing with a Taurus or somebody with that dominant in their chart and picking that up. You could have Taurus dominant in your chart. Some of you it's a working relationship, doesn't have to be. Others of you are just tuning in because you're spiritual and you like to learn about and engage in spiritual things. Either way, welcome to the channel. Go ahead and think about your person of interest if you have one, or your love life in general. Any questions that you have regarding love. I'm going to use the same deck for you guys that I used for Aries. I was drawn back to it for some reason. Some of you are married to an Aries or in a relationship with an Aries. If so, check out Aries' reading. You might want to check that one out as well. The timestamp is down below because yeah, it'll tell you more about the relationship from their standpoint. So let's get an outcome card for Virgo. King of Swords. Some of you dealing, yep, I said that, didn't I? I said Taurus energy, but King of Swords is mostly Gemini energy. Okay. It's mostly Gemini energy with a little bit of Taurus. And so what is going on with this person? Did this person hurt your feelings? They break your heart? Are you in separation from them? Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Saturn in Libra. Interesting. Okay, well, if you don't know this King of Swords individual, who could be air sign dominant, then you are on track to dealing with this type of an energy or this individual, okay? This is a strong intellectual person, great critical thinker, cooler heads prevail. Critical, though. Maybe you can resonate with some of these things. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. It's a general reading. But if this is someone, and I am taking for the majority of you that this is somebody that's coming in your future, maybe even someone that you're waiting for. It could be somebody that you're attracting, but you don't know who they are yet. Either way, this is he's kind of a red flag, I'm not gonna lie. In a romance reading, we want to see King of Cups, King of Pentacles, even King of Wands. The King of Swords, he's sexy and exciting, but he is high maintenance, and he can be cold and judgmental and live in his head more than in his heart. And in love, we want people who live, in their heart, who are comfortable with their emotions and good with their emotions and other people's emotions. And this is somebody that is not innately like that. There are exceptions, yada, 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 but I'm going to read this how I'm seeing it because this is what's coming through. Very, very sexy, very, very intelligent, well-groomed. I call him the James Bond, right? He's the James Bond of the deck. He's just, somebody that you would really want to be with, like on first glance, because he is attractive. His energy is attractive, especially if you are I'm hearing like a sapiosexual, somebody that is attracted to somebody's mind. Virgos are extremely intelligent themselves. Also, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury also rules Gemini. And so I'm feeling strong Gemini regardless of sign from this person. So, but two, this is somebody that is just emotionally remote. Sometimes people are attracted to people who are emotionally remote because they themselves are emotionally remote. Are you like that, Virgo? Do you have intimacy issues? Because sometimes having an intimacy issue means running towards the wrong person, and as opposed to running away. It's not always about running away. It's not always about that. Sometimes it's about running towards the wrong thing. Somebody needs to hear that, so I'm going to say it. It's coming through too. Lots to talk about with Mr. Gorgeous Cary Grant, one of my favorites of the Golden Hollywood era. Absolutely love him. He's a Capricorn, by the way, so not exactly pure King of Swords energy in a technical sense, but he does fit the bill in this picture of what the King of Swords is associated with. So the thing about him is that he's like this energy that's coming through is somebody that's like a bad boy, and you want to win him over because he's a bad boy kind of thing. I'm getting the picture, oh boy, this is interesting, of Anne Boleyn and Henry VIII. So if you know anything about that, why am I bringing that up? I don't know. Now that I mean, intuitively I got that hit, and now I'm analyzing it, and it does turn out that Anne Boleyn was a Virgo. Henry VIII was a Gemini. Actually, he was a Cancer, but he came across in a Gemini energy to me, so I bet you he had some strong Gemini placements. Anyway, she's a Virgo, though, and he's a bad boy, blah, 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 and like she wanted to win him over and all of these things. I'm just saying, there's some sort of dynamic like that possibly at play for some of you who are watching. Well, it is, or else I wouldn't say it. It could be vice versa, the other way around. Somebody's wanting to win you over, but it is coming out King of Swords energy. Whoever this is representing, this energy is representing. This is somebody that his heart belongs to daddy, and he's daddy. So what can that mean for a relationship? For some of you, you're in a relationship with this person, or you're going to be in a relationship like this as it's coming out. You can change it. You have free will in your reality, but this is what's coming out for you. This is unsolicited criticism about pretty much everything. This person will tell you the truth and not spare your feelings. Sometimes we think that's refreshing, and it can be, but it's the way he does it naturally is a bit cold. So it's just wanting to say that don't I don't know what's the most succinct way of saying the spirit. Sometimes somebody's self-esteem is so fragile that it can only be appeased by capturing the guy or the girl that's hard to get. And this is saying be of sturdier stuff than that. If that's the case, you have some healing to do. Work on your self-esteem and your self-love, because that's not the way. If that's not you, then that's not your message. No reason to be offended then, because it's not your message, right? But the upside to this card is, if this person does truly love you, then he is going to truly, truly love you. Okay, so that's a good thing. Like it's not like he's a robot. He will love you deeply if he loves you. But you're always going to be like having to be on the ball, bring your A game, and that's just exhausting, after a while, for most of us. So regardless of what happens, though, whether the criticism is fair or not, whether it's true or not, this is some criticism coming your way in the form of a person like this, or just criticism in general in your love life. So just think carefully, and don't let somebody else put you down or dim your shine or anything like that. Okay, Virgo, this is what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. And if you'd like a specific look into your particular situation, you can order a private reading from me, and the details to book that are down below in the description box. Hello Libra, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your love life, or if you have a person of interest, go ahead and think about them. We're going to get an outcome card. That's going to be the big message from Spirit, or what you need to know regarding your love life. What does Libra need to know regarding their love life? We've got the Queen of Cups. Nice. We've got the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, dealing with an air sign. You could have it strong in your chart. Some of you, this could be a same-sex relationship. Doesn't need to be, but this is what we're getting. Wow. So this is a really good, positive outcome for you, Libra. With the Queen of Cups as the outcome, it does speak about being understood. Okay, the feminine in the situation, likely the viewer, is going to grow in their understanding. Okay, this is a caring, nurturing energy, but the Queen of Cups in general is the queen that understands. So she understands her man, especially the people that she cares about, loves, focuses on. Those people, like, she comes to a deeper understanding, whether she shows that or not. Okay, it's kind of interesting. It's always interesting. And you know, a previous group got somebody from the court cards as well. Like, the court cards as an outcome is always kind of an interesting thing to happen with it. So the Queen of Cups is creative, romantic experience. You could be looking forward to that. If you don't already embody those charming, gracious traits that the Queen of Cups brings to the table, that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, then in the future you're going to be embodying more of those traits. It's very charming. This is kind of like the magic, kind of pixie dream girl sort of thing. I'm really drawn to her eyes. So some of you have some really big, penetrating, beautiful eyes. This really is more about you and who you're becoming, Libra. I suppose if you're a masculine in particular watching this, and we're seeing the Queen of Cups, and it's talking about you perhaps being with the Queen of Cups in the future, or a Queen of Swords, because we saw that earlier, somebody with those traits. Some of you who are watching, the majority are feminines, then this is saying that you're going to embody more of these traits. I'm hearing they're being cultivated within you, okay? Really drawn to this baby here too. So for an odd few, that might be an issue. I'm hearing put thine own issue on the throne. So, don't be plotting any sort of a pregnancy or let anybody do that to you, okay? Not everybody, but I'm getting that. Others of you, you might just be wanting that. This is a good sign if that's the case. If you're in a relationship, you're married, and that's, you know, children is on your mind, then this could be a sign that is coming. With this energy, I am getting to, though, some sort of a moody, sort of like childish, you know, self-absorbed or overly sensitive energy, a little bit of crazy energy with this. So we could be going through a period like that, or dealing with somebody like that in the future. It could be somebody at home or at work. It's definitely somebody that, yeah, you could be keeping your eye on from a distance, okay? They could be keeping their eye on you. This is, when it comes to men, though, if you're embodying this sort of energy, this is the kind of energy that makes men crazy. It makes other women confused, but it makes you more attractive to men. I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't advocate for craziness. I'm just describing Queen of Cups energy because that's what's come through for you. But this is a type of energy that you're going to be in. It's quick, it's sweet, it's witty, it's sexy. It's a very romantic energy, and if you are dealing with somebody and you are seeing somebody, then this is about taking it to the next step, whatever that might be for the relationship. And so, for example, like a romantic date, or you know, the sexy candlelight, you know, romantic rendezvous kind of thing. So, like, regardless though of the appearance, your appearance, and how you might be appearing in the future, or this Queen of Cups, however she might be appearing. This is somebody that is going to make you feel a lot. And the Queen of Cups is a card of feeling. So it's a lot of heavy feeling in the future. Libra, being an air sign energy, tends to overthink, be in the head more than anything. But we're seeing emotions, a lot of emotions at play in your future here in your love life. So overall, I feel like this is going to be like some really luscious, intoxicating stuff going on in the future. For many of you watching, it's going to be a sexy, romantic time, perhaps with a water sign or another air sign individual. There are very few downsides to this card. Just keep your head, because this, like I said, it's intoxicating. She's got a cup there. What's in it? Is it wine? Is it something else intoxicating? It's an exciting time with a partner in crime, but you have to, just make sure that you don't get carried away, or else some things could happen that maybe you're not ready for. But just enjoy yourself. You're going to have times ahead in your future, Libra, to enjoy. Okay? That's what I've got for you, Libra. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to move on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So what's coming in love for Scorpio? Go ahead and think about your person of interest if you have one, Scorpio, or whatever questions that you might have regarding your love life. What do you need to know? What do they need to know right now? Excuse me. Some of you are getting a divorce. Sorry, Scorpio. If that's the case, you will know it. So don't panic or freak out if you're married and you don't want a divorce, because it wouldn't come out unless it was something that you needed to know, and you would already have an inkling and it wouldn't be a shock. At least I hope not. Let's see. I'm also getting moving home, moving house, moving. What does Scorpio need to know regarding their love life? Yeah, moving. Travel, movement, determination, making something happen. You could be dealing with the Cancer. You could be married to a Cancer, or living with, working with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You could consider somebody like that a soulmate or a twin flame with that. Excuse me. But it's a card of triumph. That's what this is. It's about winning, moving forward. Willpower, self-control, victory. Maybe you need to make a choice. Whatever choice you make, though, you're going to stick with it and move forward like 100% without a doubt, no matter how hard it is. Whatever you want it really bad. And that's very much in line with Scorpionic energy anyway, that intense focus, that intense energy. You will, at this rate, whoever this charioteer is, and it feels like it is Scorpio for a majority of you, it could be your partner as well, or someone else that you're dealing with, but it's definitely at least partially you, and you can run right over somebody's feelings to get to what you want. And this is a warning then that, you might think that just by sheer force of will that you can make your desired outcome happen, but remember that there are more people involved that this situation affects. There's somebody else involved, or there's more people that this affects. So that's coming through right away. Some of you are really having a wake-up call. Strong Scorpionic energy, like you're being born again. I feel like you're off to the races. about to experience a new life. This could already be happening, but this is the energy. So you could have like a couple of strong options in love or different ways that you can go, and you're making a decision about that. I feel like you are getting a wake-up call about that. Like you're going to be able to clearly see the writing on the wall and know what decision to make, what choice to make. Some of you have already made it. Some of you are going to make it. But that's what's coming through in your energy, is this choice, this decision. If you don't know, who to choose, you're going to know soon. Okay. It can, like I said, it can mean like a couple of people or just a couple of different paths in life. Okay. It could just mean that some of you can't decide, do you want to be in a committed relationship or do you want to continue to leave your options open and have fun? That kind of a thing. Others of you, it literally is a choice between two people that is affecting your love life, whether it's on your end or the end of your person of interest. Because it does take, I mean, we do want love and romance and things like that in general. Like, what human doesn't want that if they're really honest with themselves? Most do. But when it boils down to it, it's like it does take sacrifice and commitment, and not everybody is ready for that and wanting that. And, you know, it's pretty great being single too. So it's just kind of like, which way should I go with it? Whatever the case may be, though, it feels like, you know, you're putting yourself first. You're applying self-interest here. You're very strong, and that strength and that self-interest, though, it needs to be used carefully, especially when it comes to love, because when it comes to romance and love, you know, a light touch works best. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind, because you are strong. Sometimes you maybe need to stop and smell the roses or slow down a bit so that you're not running over people's feelings and running over their toes, that kind of a thing. But whatever it is that you're wanting, and it really feels like it's you're winning, is what it is. This is what's going to happen, whatever that means for you guys. If you want to win in love, you're going to win. If you want somebody to choose you, if you have like a romantic, you know, what do you call it? Like romantic competition, for example, you know, for those that resonates with, then you win. Bottom line, though, be a good winner, and remember that others, you know, their feelings matter too, just as well as your own. But this isn't a full-on, I'm hearing win the relationship, win in taming someone, okay? Win in taming a situation. That's interesting. Yeah. This is what I've got for you, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you want to take part of the $20 reading, that's going to be down below. My contact information is down there. Otherwise, please just like and subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you guys next time. Moving on to Sagittarius. Excuse me. Hello, Sagittarius. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I busted out the Mood Tarot for Sagittarius because you guys have wonderful senses of humor, and I think you might appreciate that. In any case, I haven't used this deck in a while, and it was feeling neglected, so I'm going to use it now. Go ahead and think about your love interest if you have one, or whatever questions that you might have regarding your love life. We're going to get you an outcome card to see what the future outcome will be, what you're on track to experiencing, as well as it is the big message from Spirit. Spirit wants you to know right now about your love life. So whether you're a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, or dealing with one, this is the reading. Okay, it says, listen here, sticks. Set y'all up and I'll knock y'all right back down. Oh boy. What is going on with you, Sagittarius? Or this is maybe what's going to be going on with you in the future here. Are people taking your joy for granted? You add so much to people's lives. You help to build people up. You might be dealing with the Leo or somebody with that strong in their chart with the Six of Wands showing itself. But you're like reminding them, hey, I might have built you up, but I can also tear you back down again. Like, don't get it twisted, you know. Remember where you came from, or remember what I've done for you, or just, you know, give me the respect that I'm entitled to, that kind of a thing. It's kind of interesting. The Seven of Wands, being a defensive energy, can mean that you are being unnecessarily defensive, or you will be in the future, or dealing with somebody like that. But I do feel like if you're acting this way, or feel tempted to act this way in the future, to be on the defense, regardless of how you express that, if you are that way, that you have a pretty good reason for that. You know, you demand equal give and take. And if that is not happening, and people are taking, you know, your generosity for granted, obviously that's not going to sit real well with you. And the thing with Sagittarius is that I find is that sometimes you give people too many chances, but when you've freaking had it, you freaking had it, and they know it on no uncertain terms, right? And they can then act like they're the victim when in reality they had it coming a month ago. But, you know, you just kept extending them grace when you didn't have to. That kind of a thing is what I'm getting with this. So you could be, and that's another thing too, with Sagittarius are often fighting against a group. So this could be at work, this could be in love, something along those lines. Wow. The thing about Sagittarius, though, is that Sagittarius can hold Sagittarius' own, right? And doesn't matter, you know, if you're up against, like, the whole house. I speak from experience, being Sag dominant myself. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm half your size and I'm up against the whole house, and I'm up against the neighborhood, and the neighborhood's full of gangsters. Like, psh, what? You know, whatever. You know, don't take my pink lip gloss wrong, because I will still whoop your ass, kind of thing. I'm just being silly, but not really, actually. That's actually a true story. So I'm just saying that's the energy coming through, whether you like that or not. And we're seeing this, it being a lot of fight going on. So maybe you won a war, and so to speak, in your life or in your love life, and you were feeling pretty good about that. And now it's like, oh, I still have to do more. You know, I still have to defend myself, or I still have to fight for this. It's tiresome. It gets old. And it just depends, you know, how much you want something, I guess. Sometimes it can be an indication that something's not right for you, but I'm getting more that it's that this is an opportunity to correct your balance and to kind of like recalibrate, and you're thinking and you're feeling on something. It's helping you feel your way through the situation a little bit more, okay, to make those corrections that need to be made, and to help someone else make corrections that perhaps they need to make as well. At this point, it's too early to tell for you, is what's coming through with this card. It's too early to tell if what you're doing, what you're fighting for, is truly a worthy challenge, or if it's like pointless. You have to learn this gradually over time, okay? And so it's kind of like, you know, I'd like to tell you the answer to whether it is or not, especially if that's, you know, resonating with you. Is this a pointless fight because I'm tired? Or is this something that's going to be worth my time? It's like, well, I'm not here to tell you one way or the other right now, because the Seven of Wands isn't giving us that answer. But it is saying that, you know, if there is someone that's being more trouble than they're worth, than an enhancement to your life, then you need to consider and ask yourself, why would you allow that? Why would you continue to entertain that, basically? Whether somebody's doing something to you or not, but if they're taking away from your life in some way, and not contributing, then, you know, you need to look at that, you know. So You definitely deserve success and love and to be happy in life. And I would love to tell you that that's exactly what's going to happen, and this love situation is going to work out the way that you want it to. But sometimes things just go wrong. I'm hearing I'm hearing you can do everything right and still fail. Wow. Yeah. So maybe that's how some of you are feeling or will in the future, okay? It's not saying you're going to fail. It's just saying that sometimes things just don't work out, or it's just a poor fit and it's just the way it is and it sucks. And that it's not your fault, okay? So, but I do feel, okay, that's one message and it will apply for a lot of you, but for others of you, this is talking about teaming up in attracting people and aligning with a relationship or someone. If you're dealing with someone or in a relationship with someone, like if you are in a relationship with someone, this is a card of teaming up and fighting the good fight against outside foes and against like opponents, is what I'm hearing. Difficult people and difficult life obstacles. This is where you guys bond together in a positive way. And so that is really one of the things that is beautiful about this card. Okay. So there could be an air sign or air dominant person in the mix somehow. I'm getting that as well. But we would just want to know, like, I think it's about knowing who truly has your back versus who doesn't. And if you are in a relationship, especially if you're in a loving relationship, then I'm definitely reading it as you guys bond together against whatever life challenges are thrown your way. And that's a beautiful thing. It deepens your bond. Okay? So, but I guess the overall message with that, Sagittarius, is, take a step back. When you find yourself in a tough situation like this, where you feel like you have to defend yourself, or that it's just hard work, or people are against you, or anything like that, everybody just needs to calm down and drop the act and just breathe a little bit, calm way down, and remember that, especially in love, that this person is not your opponent. They're not your adversary. It's just another person who's trying to, just like you are, get the love and get what they need in life, just somebody that's trying to get their needs met just the same as you are. So that's what's coming through with that. So at some point, you're going to need to remember that message, Sagittarius. That's what I've got for you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does support the channel and I appreciate it. And if you'd like a private reading, that's always the best way to look into your particular situation. That is on sale, and you can check it out in the description box down below. I'm going to move on to Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. You guys having a difficult time? It seems to be the way that life goes for Capricorn. In general, if not, it's good. Enjoy it, but I sense that many of you are having a tough time. And we're going to find out. You could be dealing with a Taurus or somebody with that strong in their chart. You could have that strong in your chart, but I'm getting that strong earth energy. Also getting Mercury and Virgo. Somebody could have that, or Virgo in general could be coming out. So we've got strong earth energy here. Wow. Not really taking flyers. We got Knight of Cups. Yes, you want this to be about romance. I understand that. Most of the time, what's trying to come out for you, Capricorn, is about work and money and struggles and things like that. So let's find out. Go ahead and think about your person of interest, the one who's on your mind, if there is somebody. Otherwise, if you just have a general question regarding love, go ahead and think about that. Just open yourself up to that. And we'll see what the cards have to say, what message they have for you. See if these cards are not wanting to really cooperate. You could be dealing with an uncooperative Virgo. Let's see. But again, don't have to. It's a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. But if you're here, there's likely a message for you. So when it comes to love, what does Capricorn need to know right now? What are they aligning with in the future? Ah, Six of Cups. A sweet little card. Still have your heart set on somebody from your past? Are you dealing with somebody that you've known for a long time, or you feel like you've known forever perhaps with this, the World card here? Is it the end of the cycle, but you want to have a new cycle with somebody? Could be. Excuse me. We did see the Knight of Cups earlier, so you could be dealing with a strong water dominant energy. Knight of Cups is mostly Scorpio and Libra though. Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. So strong Scorpio energy coming through for you, Capricorn. If you don't know this person, then it's possible that you will meet this person, regardless of if this is Six of Cups. Usually talks about somebody from your past, but it can be somebody that reminds you of somebody from your past, or somebody, the type of person that you always wanted to be with when you were younger, and or soulmate energy in the future. So like I said, some of you have gone through some emotional loss, a disappointment. What the Six of Cups is saying is that things are going to get much better for you, okay? And that hard time is over. You know, the disappointment is over. This is like an upturn in a series of kind of disappointing cards. Could be reuniting with an old friend. You could be going home if you've been away from wherever you consider home. This is a card of, you know, having comfort. Okay, so a sense of security, a sense of comfort. It feels, I have to be honest, it feels like somebody that's a friend. Okay, it could start off as a friendship, but I am getting like a friendly vibe here, which is good. You want whoever you're interested in or involved with to be a friend first and foremost, you know. So I am getting, it's like a familiar kind of friendly vibe here with this person of interest, or whoever this is in the future. It's whatever is coming through with the Six of Cups is very comfortable. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich. It's like, you know, whatever your favorite comfort food is, kind of vibration here. And I don't think that you're going to see like anything major. I have to be honest. I'm always honest on my channel, whether people like to hear it or not. I don't see like anything major happening in the future. But for an odd view, I'm being corrected. There is someone charging right at you. If you're feminine, especially a masculine, potentially a Cancer, charging right at you. And in that case, you know, it will be, I guess, major in that sense. It's major for this person. Whoever's got enough, like, motivation to charge at you is obviously somebody very interested. And so for them, they're very excited to be with you again or to see you. And so in that sense, it is a big deal. Whether you feel the same way or not, I think, you know, that's going to be up to you. I think you're going to know that you're holding the cards and stuff. I feel like you're going to feel secure in yourself, regardless of what happens. So that's good, because the main thing with this Six of Cups in this position is to comfort yourself. You know, take time out for yourself. If you're doing that, continue to do that. You know, pay attention to your pets, pay attention to your hobbies, all of these things. And, you know, I talked about a friend energy. It can also be talking about befriending yourself and treating yourself the way you would a good friend. This is important to your love life, okay? Especially if somebody has like a neglected pet that they, or even a best friend that you neglect when you fall in love. This card is like saying it's going to be a time for you to stop doing that and to remember to take care of those things, regardless if you're in love or not. Okay, so this is all about self-care. I do feel like somebody is coming toward you. And for traits of what kind of person this could be, it could be a very cute person. It could be an old friend or somebody that you meet through an old friend, yes. But I feel like that is probably going to be a little bit on the quiet side. But still waters run deep. And maybe somebody that is in your sphere, a friend or something like that, starts to look different to you. You start to notice things about them that you didn't notice. You start to see them in a different light. Yeah, I just see you starting a new beginning and wanting to you're wanting to kind of sneak back into somebody's life for some of you, or have them do that. But I feel like you just want to have fun. I feel like that's what it's going to be about in the future here. Wanting to have fun, kind of being like childlike, going with the flow, taking a risk, a leap of faith. These are not things that you would normally associate with Capricorn too much, not traditionally speaking, but that's what I am getting here. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, particularly an Aquarius in the future, or you're dealing with that person now. But the main thing is that some of you have come out of that Five of Cups energy of emotional loss. So with this card, is what it's saying is that you should be focusing on, and will be focusing on, home and self-care, and not to worry about your love life too much. I do see some romance for a lot of you, but this is a time of healing. It's a time of comfort food. It's a time of paying attention to your friends and your pets, and not underestimating their power to heal you and to make you a better romantic partner and more attractive to the type of people that you want, type of people or type of person that you want to be with. So it's really empowering for you to nurture and heal yourself in this way. So it's a very sweet energy that we've got going on here for you, Capricorn. I'm not mad at it, and I thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does help to support the channel and help others to find the reading that can benefit from the reading. And if you'd like a private one, my contact information is in the description box down below. And I'm going to move on to Aquarius. Excuse me. Hello, Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your person of interest or your love life in general. If you have any questions about your love life, go ahead and think about those. We're going to get an outcome card, which is the big message from Spirit. The Spirit wants you to know regarding love. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Sagittarius dominant individual, or you're a cross watcher, Sagittarius. You've been spotted, if that's the case. Let's see what's going on. What is the message for Aquarius, though? Okay. We've got the Queen Bish of Mind Bullets, and we have the Scorpio, or the Death card in reverse. Okay. Interesting. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio. You don't have to be. But it was in reverse. I don't normally take reversals. However, I think that is telling us something. Telling us that something needs to be released. Yeah. There could be... Uh-oh. Why do you have to be complicated, Aquarius? Getting a complicated situation here. You're feeling guarded against somebody. There's a guarded energy, as you can see by looking at the card. It has to do with this individual here. Maybe you don't want an ending to occur, or somebody's trying to come back and you don't want to let them in. Been there, done that, trust me, or become a kebab. So been there, done that is what she's saying, okay? I don't know. I find that this is the Mood Tarot deck, and I find it funny. Some people might be offended by it. I don't know. I'm reading it. Just a sec. Yeah. So moving on to shiny new stuff. Okay. Interesting. Definitely getting a guarded energy. There's no way around it with that Queen of Swords. That strong Libra and Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with the Libra or a Virgo. That could somehow play into the situation. That's what we're getting here for sure. I feel like whatever it comes to, whatever you're going through, Aquarius, whatever you will be going through, whatever the case may be, you are going to choose the right thing. You're going to choose what's best for you, and everyone else will just have to deal with it, okay? This is the energy of, you know, a very intelligent, passionate person. He's a straight talker, you know, a good person, a good friend, an elegant wife. I'm not really getting that it is you, Aquarius, unless that sounds like you. Not to take anything away from you, but I have to be honest. I feel like this might be somebody at work or somebody that you're dealing with, somebody that you're bumping heads with, or will be in the future. It could even be the masculine you're dealing with if you have someone in your life or in a relationship. This feels like an intimidating person. I almost feel like it's this Scorpio energy. You got 2 cards in your outcome. Normally the rest of the signs only got 1, so I'm just trying to reconcile these 2 things here. This is somebody that loves fiercely, loves strongly, but will kick the butt of anyone who kind of messes with them or messes with anybody that they love or care about. Like the Queen of Swords will choose somebody out, and then, I don't know, I'm getting like the image of a big brother or a big sister who teases and taunts their kid brother or kid sister, but if anybody else does that, you know, they're going to kill them, that kind of a thing, if you follow. That's this kind of energy here, okay? Somebody that has like a very short wick that won't like tolerate stupidity at all. That's why I don't feel like it is Aquarius energy. Aquarius is very smart, but you're more, in general, you're nicer than that, for lack of a better word. You're the flip side of Leo. You care about what people think for the most part, or you like to, I mean, you're just conscious of social niceties to an extent, and this energy that's coming through is not so much that way. Or this is the person, like maybe you become this way in the future here. No, I'm still getting it, it's not you. It feels like somebody else that you're dealing with, either Scorpio, Sagittarius, or somebody with that energy here. So if they're not acting this way now, then they're going to act this way in the future for a lot of you. If this is your reading and it's resonating, just take what resonates, forget what doesn't. It's a general reading. But this is somebody that puts up with very little stupid, and just, you know, for an example, could be a very cutthroat kind of individual here. So it's also somebody that's very soft on the inside. They have a good heart. They're deeply loyal. You find that a lot with the Scorpio energy, being deeply loyal, having a deep heart and a good heart, but appearing very tough on the outside. So this could be somebody that you're meeting if you don't know this person already. Now, whoever you deal with in the future, though, they're going to have a strong sense of self, you know, because you're not going to put up with, and I feel like for many of you, you're not going to put up with any sort of, you know, wishy-washy, or how do you say it, overly indecisive sort of energy. You're also probably not going to put up with any kind of domineering energy, you know, from a partner either. If you're an Aquarius man watching, don't think that you can behave in that kind of a way towards anybody. Most who watch are female, but I have to put this out there because I'm getting it, because you cannot be, you know, domineering or anything like that with this person that's coming in or this person that's in your future, because they will absolutely cut you out. Just saying. Bottom line, though, Aquarius, regardless of all of the other messages, it's a short and sweet message for you. I just went in deep for those who like would resonate with certain portions of the viewing audience, but for the majority, the main message is that you're gonna choose the right thing. Like if you have a choice to make, or if you've made a decision, this is validation that it is the right decision, and it's the decision that is best for yourself. So like I said, sometimes Aquarius has a hard time making a decision like that because they care what other people think, and or they just care about other people. Yeah, the Empress at the bottom of the deck, they want to be you know, caring towards others. But in the end, what it boils down to is choosing what's best for yourself, and everyone will just have to deal with it. That's what I've got for you, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that was helpful. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. That does support the channel and help it to find others who will benefit from the reading. And I'm going to move on to Pisces. Hello Pisces, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your person of interest or your love life, whatever it is that you might want to know. We're getting an outcome card, which is the big message from Spirit, and evidence or a clue as to what you might be experiencing in love in the future here. So what does Pisces need to know regarding love? We've got the Magician. Fantastic. Very positive card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or Virgo or somebody with it strong in their chart. Yeah, I'm getting strong Virgo energy with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That could be you. You could have it strong in your chart. Definitely getting Venus in Virgo. Okay. So that would be somebody that's attracted to people with Virgo tendencies, right? So kind of earth mothery, but also very detailed, meticulous, perfectionist kind of energy, very smart. And the Magician in his own right is very smart anyway. He has all the tools and, what do we say, the skills to pay the bills. The Magician has the skills to pay the bills. He has all the tools at his disposal to make something happen. He is the Magician for a reason. He's using that wand to manifest. So I see you manifesting something here, Pisces. What are you trying to manifest? Oh, you're trying to manifest love. You're trying to manifest devotion, particularly from a fire sign energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Interesting. General reading, not for everybody, but that's what's coming through. Interesting. For some of you watching, you could be dealing with this type of an energy, kind of a trickster type energy with the Magician. This kind of energy where it's like, I don't know about this person, okay? So how many of the viewing audience are going to be dealing with that type of person? Not very many, not very many. So it's not even worth really going down that road too much. But for a few of you, you will be dealing with somebody that's polished, you know, somebody that says all the right things. You know who says all the right things? Somebody that has a lot of practice. That's what I'm getting. But, you know, like I said, I'm not really being drawn to talk too much about that because I don't feel like that's the majority of what is coming through. Just somebody out there just needs to know that if somebody seems too good to be true, then they probably are, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that that person is a bad person, but they might just be like, what do you call it? Exaggerating or trying to present themselves in a better light than what they actually are because they're trying to compensate for insecurities, or maybe they just don't feel like they're lovable unless they make themselves feel very special or look very special in some way. Maybe that's resonating with you. I'm hearing some of you listening just really resonated with that. You know, don't make people wade through all of that to see that you do have a lovable core, because you do. And you want somebody who is going to find the real quality that's within you and value you for who you truly are. And vice versa, you could be dealing with someone that needs to hear that. And so maybe that can answer a question or two that you might have now or in the future regarding somebody else's behavior as well. Okay. And it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. But for the majority of you, I feel like this really is like what I said from the beginning. You have the skills to pay the bills. You have the skills to manifest whatever you want to manifest. You can make things work in spite of setbacks or obstacles in your love life, especially since that's what this reading is about. You can make it work. Okay, so you can create magic in your life. Some of you know about the law of assumption, Neville Goddard. If not, look him up. Conscious manifestation. You have that intuitive ability, that power within you to do that and do it well. So do it consciously so that you're not manifesting from a default place, from an unconscious place where you don't have control over it. Instead, be conscious about it, okay? And I feel like this is coming out to send that message to the, people in the audience who need to hear it, but also to validate that you're already behaving that way. For some of you, you're already in this energy, which is good. It's about, it could be as simple as just like creating a meal, out of an empty fridge and empty cupboards kind of thing. But like, it's a delicious meal, and whoever you're with is like, how did you do that? Like, I was just in there was nothing to eat, and now you've created this, you know what I mean? It's just an example. You've got it like that. But the thing is that you have to keep in mind that even though you're very skilled and you're able to make magic happen, you can't walk that tightrope forever. So, and if you're dealing with somebody who is like that, is always kind of like has a, is a little bit precarious in some way, or just like a little unstable in some way, but then they end up like pulling a magic trick, so to speak, pulling a rabbit out of their hat. And then you're like, oh, okay. But it's like, you can't show up at the magic show for the rest of your life. There needs to be more stability for you than that is what's coming through, whether you're dealing with somebody else or, tendencies within yourself. I don't know why somebody needs to hear that, so I'm going to say it because I always say the truth on my channel. But the main takeaway here for you guys is that this is a very positive outcome, whatever that means for you regarding love. Okay, this is snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. So you need to savor it. Getting a lot about savoring. So some of you are foodies. You like to eat. I'm right there with you. But this is what it's saying. Savor the victory. It's going to seem like it's not going to work out. It's going to seem like, all hope is lost. But in the end, you pull it off. So that's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. I hope that was helpful. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel, and I appreciate it. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. My $33 reading is $20 right now, so get in on that. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time.